or ciao, should I say, because right now I'm coming to you from Italy. The wonderful Florence landscape is what you can see here. If you're not familiar with Florence, by the way, where that is in between Pisa and also Milan, beautiful part of Italy. And the Italian flag is made up of 3 key colours, and we're going to be talking a bit about that today because it's fairly relevant. If you look here, you can see 3 colours stand out to you mainly, I think. So you've got green that you can see here, and that's the first part of the Italian flag. It symbolises hope. And then you can see some white on the buildings just behind me here as well, and that symbolises faith. And then the final colour is of course red, and again you can see a few more buildings with red there, and a few tops of those buildings on the roof also looks a little bit red, and that symbolises charity. So those 3 colours are very much a part of Italian culture, Italian nature, Italian life really. So I'm going to be telling you more about the green part of that. So Owen, thank you for filming this today. Just have a look round at this green here, because over the next few moments what I'm going to be doing is telling you a little bit more about the trees of Italy. Now I know very little about the trees of Italy, about that green that you can find here. Of course green comes in lots of different shapes and forms in Italy. The trees are what we're going to be focusing on today, and I'm going to be researching a bit about them, having a look around, seeing what we can find and learning about it together. So stay tuned to learn more about trees and the Italian landscape, and I'll see you back here in a moment to see what we found.
So I looked it up, and there are literally thousands and thousands of plant species in Italy. Most of these are what's called evergreen. That's the name given to plants that keep their green leaves throughout the year, and it's common in Italy because of the dry Mediterranean climate. We're going to start with what I think is the most striking. A tree called the Italian stone pine, or the umbrella pine, or the parasol pine. They're a symbol of Rome, as they are often found lining old and new Roman streets. But you can find them in most places. Animals like magpies spread their seeds, and way up there these trees grow pine nuts. It's thought that pine nuts have been eaten by humans since prehistoric times. Another tree that stands out across the country is the cypress tree, and they are fascinating. Essential oil from these trees can treat anything from varicose veins to respiratory problems. In fact, cypress cones in a foot bath can actually fight fungal infections. Of course, Italians are famous for their olive oil, so these olive trees are a common sighting. However, like the cypress trees, did you know that olive trees can cause a lot of allergic reactions? They produce flowers and lots of pollen, which is the root of the problem. Get it? They can live for thousands of years and symbolise peace and wisdom. I think this is another pine, but I filmed it because the bark was beautiful and the needles look fab. Both, of course, are edible. It's an evergreen, but it's very normal for the pines to turn yellowy green and fall off in autumn to make room for new needles. Here are some very cute dogs in the park with a beautiful silvery needled pine again. I don't think it is one, but it looked like a disgruntled Christmas tree, and I loved it. Now have a look at those nuts. When fully grown, animals like squirrels and woodpeckers will eat seeds hidden in them, and 20 types of pine nuts are eaten by us humans. Since we're talking about pines, did you know that there's a pine tree that can live up to 5,000 years old? Enough of pines, it's fair to say they are common here. Unlike all the others, this is a deciduous tree. It will lose all of its broad leaves once a year. My first thought was that these may be plane trees. They cope well with pollution, which is why you often find them in London. Bark used to be used to brush teeth, and it's still used for things like cork or medicine.
Hey, so we've learned a little bit about trees now, and that brings me to the end of this bit of our 30 Days Wild Challenge. But I can guarantee you almost that everywhere in the world there are trees. So if you've got some trees near you and you want to join in our hashtag 30 Days Wild Challenge, do so and let us know, share on Facebook, see what we're up to, and we'd love to hear from you. So if you get out and about in nature too. But for now, that's it from me. I'll see you soon and enjoy the views of Italy. So we keep filming.